What's up, YouTube? We're back with another episode of What the Hell Am I Doing? Today, I've got a really cool place for you guys. It's in the middle of the city. The place was built in 1964, and now it's been sitting for a few years, awaiting to be demolished with its neighbors for, of course, new developments. The place I'm talking about is this old beauty here right behind me, buried in the trees. I think this one's gonna be really, really cool. So why don't we get inside, see if we can figure out what happened to this place. Okay guys, we're gonna start this one just outside the front of the house on the driveway here. Like I mentioned in the introduction, this place is in the middle of the city and there's a lot of traffic behind me, so I don't wanna spend too much time out here. But I wanted to show you guys how cool this one's gonna be. So right away I gotta point out, the property of this place is absolutely massive. There's the main street behind me there. Got some garbage and overgrown trees there. But as I turn around, this is the place here, about 80 feet away from the main road. And this one's stuck in time. You got that really retro looking garage door there. That thing is just really old school looking. But what's really wild about this place is how overgrown everything has become. You got shrubs out front, completely overgrown, covering up the patio. You got these amazing stairs here. Look at this. You got this walkway here going up to the front door, completely just covered over. And I gotta show you guys this amazing patio they have out front here. Of course, now that we're up on the stairs, but you can see the brickwork. Got a nice brick archway coming to the front patio. Look at this. It's a massive space. I'll back up so you can see it from this side, and then I'll go the other way. It's an absolutely amazing space. Got a nice light out there. Got a nice front door there. And a big window looking out at the front from the house. Obviously inside here probably would have been like a family room or something. But yeah, what a great space that would be with a big, beautiful window, letting in all this light from the front. Of course, this is completely overgrown now, which is really weird to see. But it makes for a really cool abandoned explorer, doesn't it, guys? Wild. So why don't we go around back real quick and I'll show you guys what that looks like. Oh, almost fell. That would have been bad. Again, that's the other side of the house there. Kind of matches the garage side. Got a really old tree here. That's cool. So they have a couple sliding door entrances. One there. So this might have been like a basement family room or something. They got one there as well. They even have a fridge in there. Pretty neat. Over here, what do we got? Oh wow, so this is a cool little side entrance to the house. Look at this space. I'd love to walk up there, but it's very, very entangled with branches and snow. I don't think I want to risk wiping out. I already almost did. That's a cool little space there coming out. Looks like a side entrance to the house, maybe the kitchen or something like that. You got a window there. Of course, that looks like the upstairs. So this is probably like a backsplit or something. We'll figure that out soon. Got a beautiful greenhouse on the outside here. I like that. Wow, hopefully we can get into that. Look at this backyard. It's like a winter wonderland here. All of a sudden you go in the backyard and the hustle and the bustle and the noise of the city is gone. Very secluded private space, covered by all these evergreens, like a fence. Of course, now in the middle you have a mountain of weeds. Of course, that's the back side of the house there. That's the entryway to the greenhouse there. Beautiful. And of course, the winter snow and the setting right now really makes for a beautiful scene, doesn't it? Wow. Over there, it looks like they had some kind of a fenced-in hangout place too. All right, guys. Well, I don't think we should hang out here any longer. I think it's time we go inside. So let's stop dilly-dallying. see what we can figure out about the inside of this place. All right, guys, we're gonna start this one just inside the front door of this house. This place looks like it's gonna be a pretty interesting one, so why don't we get right down to it and see what we can figure out about this place. Right away, we're just inside the front door of the house, and I'll walk into the actual little entryway of the house so you get a better idea what's going on here. It's an interesting little space. As I pan up, you still have the original door from 1964 with that beveled glass on the side there. What I really like here is you got the coat hanging rack there. Someone made that for this place. You know, one of those little charming things that someone did to make it a home. And on this side here, you have a nice big mirrored wall, which really takes this small space and kind of expands it into something a little more impressive to look at. Plus, it also gives you one last look at yourself as you go out. Of course, if I open this door here, there's Dave on the other side of the door. Or, sorry, not Dave, that's Alan. Sorry, I misspoke. I don't know why I called him Dave. And this is the front yard we just walked around there. Of course, this is the front patio that we were just looking at a minute ago too. So we'll go back inside, follow Alan back into the house. Of course, this now takes us back to where I was originally standing here. Right in front of us is the kitchen space, but first we'll check out this office space. I think that's what this is supposed to be here. Or maybe even like a family room type of space. It's a nice big open space. It's got a big window looking out at that front patio. Of course, this place is pretty old, so you have the old baseboard heating here. I mean, you're gonna see throughout this house, they have all the original floors and all that original charm that was what this place came with. So that'll be pretty cool to see. It's a pretty big space. It seems rather formal though because of the door here. That's why I think it might be an office. You know, you have the front door here and you have more of that beveled glass on the side of the door, which is pretty interesting. Of course, as you come back out to the hallway here, you have a cabinet there. Have an old dial tone, or actually that's a touch tone phone there, so it's not a really old phone, but that's like an 80s phone, late 70s, early 80s phone. Of course, you come back out here and this takes you to the kitchen space. And it's quite a big space. Obviously right here where the light's hanging, you would have had the table. They've got a beautiful bay window by the table looking out at the yard, so that's pretty neat. Gotta like that. It's a nice, beautiful view. It also lets in lots of natural light. Of course, as you look over here, they have a French door going outside as well. That patio area was kind of hard to access, so we'll just kind of show you guys from here. They had a nice little patio here. It's got a railing on it, keeping it, you know, secluded and close. And it's now covered in snow and overgrown heavily. But it's a neat little space. Of course, as we turn around here, this is looking back towards where we came from. It's a very interesting light here hanging in the kitchen above the table. Of course, as I come this way, you got a shuttered closet here. Take a look at that before we get into the kitchen. Nothing in there. They seem to have like a linoleum type of tile flooring out here. This is probably original to the house, I bet you. Of course, that's looking to the front door again. And over here is the actual kitchen space. It's a bit of a tight kitchen. Don't have too much counter space to work with, but you know, kitchens back in those days were a little more modest than what people became accustomed to in the 70s and 80s. The freezer's clean. And the inside of the fridge, surprisingly, is clean, so it looks like there's no evidence of the fridge farter here. That's a shout out to Johnny's Model Cars, who created that one for me. Thank you for being a long-time viewer. I appreciate you every episode. It's always awesome to hear from you, man. Over here, we have a Spectra oven, a General Electric Spectra. This looks like an 80s, 90s type of gas oven. Of course, they have some tile backsplash going around the kitchen. I'll show you guys that. I like the interesting flower tiles. Those are neat. Over here, look at this. Got a huge sink by the front window. I like those old school lights hanging on each side too. That's pretty neat. It's a great spot. Gotta have a sink by the window. I'd love to show you guys, but it's facing the front and it's kind of covered, so I don't want to mess with it. This sink is a fancier one. They have the vegetable washing section in the middle here. So this was obviously a fancier kitchen when they did all these renovations to it at the time. Of course, we continue to go around here and you can see that tile backsplash goes all the way around. It's interesting stuff. These cabinets are probably original to the house. Yeah, those are very old. Those are like 60s cabinets for sure by the hinges. And I'm sure everything here is going to be very emptied out. Like I mentioned out front here, it looks like this place has been purchased by developers and the whole area will be torn down and redeveloped at some point. Got some mouse turds in there, but that's about it. So unfortunately, yeah, this place will be gone one day soon. Over here, what do we have? I like that window here on the wall. Oh, look at that. That's an interesting light up there. Looks like we got a little level down here, so we'll go check this out. These backsplit homes, I love these homes. I think they're so cool to check out. They're like a maze. Everywhere you go, it's kind of like a surprise the first time. Looks like they have an attic space here. Can't really get out there, but there's really not much to see. But down below, we got a couple rooms. So why don't we check these out? I wonder if this might have been a garage at one point. Okay. Oh, wow. So this is an entryway to the yard. Okay, we saw this during the walk around. We got another fridge here. This one's also clean and not smelly. The room otherwise is pretty ordinary and white. You got some storage under the stairs there, nothing too crazy. Of course, you have a beautiful sliding door entrance and exit at the side of the house here, which we saw earlier. So we'll go back in. There's one more room down here. Okay, so we'll go around here, try to squeeze through the corners. So yeah, it looks like this is another bedroom type of space. Again, you have another entrance to the backyard or exit or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the baseboard heater right under the door. That's kind of hacky the way they did that. But yeah, it's a little room. I'm not sure. I think this could be a bedroom or, you know, just like a hangout room. What do you guys think? You tell me in the comments. If this was a bedroom, it'd be pretty tight. Kind of makes sense to have it as like a hangout space. So this goes back up to the kitchen here. So we'll go back up this way. Security, look at that cobweb there. Wow. And all the dead bugs. Yeah, I don't think there's any security here anymore. Look at that old vent there. So at some point they might have had a stove out here or something. So I think we'll go up first and then we'll go down last. Look at that. I like that wrought iron railing there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty, you know, 60s, 70s. Very common to see in homes from that time. Of course, you got some moldy drywall, which has fallen from the ceiling there. You can literally see the water dripping through it. Once that starts happening, a place is usually in big trouble. Look at this trim around the door. It's kind of interesting looking. It's kind of unique, but kind of looks like somebody just threw it together too. So you go back here and you got a room with nice, beautiful, original hardwood floors. It's got a giant window looking outside. And of course, they have a curtain valance there. So this is a little bit of a high-end house at one point too, if they're doing stuff like that. Only the high-end owners had those features. But you can see there's lots of signs of water damage in here. You got some horrible hack work done. Look at this cable line. They just stapled this thing right on top of the baseboards. Nobody cares in this place. Wow. And the walls, I gotta say, are pretty filthy. It's pretty gross. Not sure what happened in here. It might have been a kid's room at some point. That's a really old door. Looks like she had some really old hardware. I wouldn't be surprised if this was actually salvaged from an older place. This door looks a little bit older than 1960s to me. But viewers like Tommy or John will probably straighten me out on that one. So this comes back out to the kitchen here. Again, what a great view. I really like that bay window in the French door. Those really let in a lot of natural light and it really changes the feel of this area. So if I turn left here, this takes you upstairs now. So you got some carpet on the stairs hiding what was probably original hardwood stairs. And they still have the original hardwood floors up here, which are really nice. As I pan up, you got an old 60s light there hanging from the ceiling. Definitely seen those once or twice over the Explorers. Seeing stuff like that never gets old though. So to my left here, we'll check this room out first. Look at this. This is an amazingly retro bathroom. I mean, look at the color of the tile. It's like a mint green and white. Very, very 1960s color scheme. Even the border tile, look at that. Wow. I like how the towel rack has a paper towel. That's pretty funny. But this is a very, very cool setup here. I'll try to squeeze back a bit. It's very tight in here with my bag on. But they have a cool vanity here, triple mirror vanity. It goes all the way around. You got cupboards on each side of it, which are empty. And this is pretty old. This is probably from when they built the house. They even have a light up there. Nice fluorescent light lighting up the area. But look at the color scheme. Look at the tile. Very interesting colored tile. Matches the color of the soap there. I like how they have the original soap holder and toothbrush holder in the wall. I always have to point those out. That sink color though. Wow. It actually matches the color pattern in the countertop, which is pretty wild. And of course the floor tiles match the wall and everything as well. This is like stepping back in time. Like, this is really cool. The toilet's even pretty old. I think the toilet might be original to the house too. The seat is not. The brown bomber hasn't been here. But yeah, look at that. It's even got a brass handle. They had baseboard heating in here, which is original to the house as well. I'm back up here. Look at that tub. It's getting a little rough. It's getting rusty. It's definitely seen better days. Look at this tile work though. The intricate little tiles there. Very neat. Of course, probably the newest thing is the shower head. That looks like it's 1980s. As does the faucet control down here. Amazing. And the window looks like it's probably newer as well. But another thing that's worth pointing out is the fan. That's an original fan to when they built the house. As is the ceiling light there. Wow. Now, I guess if I turn this way, this goes right into the conjoined, probably master bedroom, because it's joined to the bathroom like an ensuite. It's a nice big space, this room. It's a very big room. It's a pretty decent sized window. Wow, yeah, you can see there's been some water damage in here. The baseboards are buckling away from the walls. They left their cabinet behind. But all in all, there's not a whole lot to say about this room. It's got beautiful original floors still. They have a cedar closet. That's obviously something they probably did more recently. But cedar closets are quite beautiful. I think every home should have one, really. Have the attic access there too. Yeah, that's quite nice. Of course, here they have a huge dresser. This actually looks like it was probably original to when the house was built too. Maybe this was actually supposed to be like a closet. Let's open it and see. Oh, wow. Yeah, so they have mirrors on the doors there. This is kind of like built in like a closet. Like, this looks like it's probably from the 60s or 70s just based on the hardware. The doors are pretty heavy. But yeah, that's a pretty neat little setup there. They got lots of cubbies and drawers and everything to pull out so you can put all your clothes away. Definitely a fancy setup for the time. Starting to think the people who lived here definitely had some money. They definitely have some nice features in their home. Of course, if I turn around here again, that's where we came from in the bathroom there. Give you guys one last look from this angle here. This is how it would look if you came in from the bedroom. Of course, that's where the sink and the mirrors and everything are. Okay, so we'll turn around. We'll go this way out the door here. So this door takes us back out to the hallway that we entered that bathroom from. As you see, there's the stairs, the bathroom there. There's also a closet. I missed that, so I'll show you guys real quick. So this is a linen closet. This is where they kept all the pillowcases and blankets and all that stuff. Nothing unusual about that. So we'll go to the end room here first. I'm assuming this is a guest or a child's room. It's actually quite a large room. This is almost as big as the master bedroom, really. Again, the flooring in here is original to the house. Very beautiful original hardwood floors. Got a nice baseboard heater here. Beautiful big window. Just look at this view outside, guys. Yes, it's overgrown. And yes, that's all weeds. But on a January day like this with all that snow and everything, it's a beautiful, fantastic view. And I'm really happy that it looked like that for you guys because that added to the Explorer, I think. Of course, as we turn around here, we have another cedar paneled closet. Again, the original flooring in there. But yes, someone did the cedar themselves. You can see this one, they didn't go all the way up. But still, it's pretty nice to have. Okay, so we'll go back out to the hallway here. One thing I'm noticing that's a little interesting, I think they carpeted it up here. All the baseboards are about a centimeter, maybe to an inch off the floor. So I think at some point they probably had carpet and it's probably been removed. And that's very common to see in houses from this era too. It seems like carpets for some reason became king before hardwood took back over in the 80s and 90s. All right, so here's another bedroom here. This is definitely a kid's room, I would say. It's a much smaller room. Interesting closet space here. Oh, it's getting moldy too. So they got some water problems there. But again, the flooring in this room and the closets are all original. Oh yeah, they got some water damage there too. Yeah, unfortunately, this place is starting to get into trouble. It'll start getting real bad quick at this rate. Again, I got to point out they have another valance here, so you could hide a curtain rod, or you know, some places they put lights in there for ambience. This one they didn't, so there's just nothing there. But that's something a nicer home would have had for sure as a feature. There's the bedroom door on the floor there. All right, well, this takes us back out to the hallway here. Why don't we work our way down to the basement now? See what's down there. Look at that big air return vent there. Okay, so this is going to take us to the basement now. We'll go this way. It's interesting how this is the only area of the kitchen that's wallpapered. I'm assuming at one point maybe the whole area looked like this and this is just what they left, like a little accent wall. Maybe because it was too hard to get it down behind that railing. You go down these stairs here. That's interesting. Is this like a closet or something here? It's very thrown together. That looks like somebody's solution to this not staying closed. There's an alarm panel there that's not working. What is this? Oh, it's like a half door to the basement stairs. That's strange. All right. It's a little sticky like a smoker house. The light looks a little sticky and dingy too. So we come down here and I'll just kind of show you the view from down here. Just looking up to the bay window. Of course, you got that cool railing there and you got Ethan standing there looking at us. Go check him out. He'll be in the description. You know the deal. All right, so, oh, okay. Cool. So down here we got like a family room. This is a neat little spot. You can see this wall here originally had the wood paneling, very common in the 60s and 70s. They've painted white, which seems to be a common solution to the ugliness that you see in all these houses nowadays. Of course, there's the stairs that go down to the basement further. That's where that little tiny door was. And that's where we came from. Oh, look at the hardware. That's an older knob. Look at that. That's pretty neat. And what do we got here? So we just have some closet space here. Again, we got an old hardware, and oh yeah, there's interesting. I'm wondering if they salvaged these doors or if these are actually from 1964. They look like they could be a little older to me than that. Just from the hardware. Tommy will know. What's back here? And over here, we just got a moldy wall. Again, it's wood paneling. Even this is wood paneling. So they had a valance here to hide a curtain rod as well. But the curtain rod is long gone. Oh, look at that. That's the greenhouse there. That's a nice view into the greenhouse from up here. Wow, that's cool. But I think the highlight of this room has to be the fireplace. And it looks like at some point they filled it in or stopped using it, unfortunately. But that's a beautiful masonry work around the fireplace there. Lots of great looking stone there. You got a nice mantle. Got some fake flowers. What do we got here? What's this? It's like a lockable cabinet. Oh, it's like they had a display or something in there at one point. Maybe they had cool displayable items that they had on display. They were lockable if, you know, if they weren't here. Obviously, there's nothing in there now, so it's a bit of a mystery. Tell me what you guys think. Oh, there's a neat looking bathroom there. We'll go there next. Let's go further this way. All right, so there's the wood paneling from that wall. Oh, this is a small room. Oh, they got a track light up there. Oh, they really hastily installed that. Look at that. That's hack work. Particle board bolted to the ceiling with a track light on it. Oof. But yeah, this is interesting. They have the wood paneling in this room too, so I'm assuming the rest of the basement looked exactly like this before they painted it white. You know, a little baseboard heater here. But this room here obviously goes out to this, which is cool. All right, so we get to see this finally. So this is a neat little space here. Got the outside greenhouse. This is beautiful. I would love to have this at home. You could grow year round, start your vegetables early. It's a nice look at that patio there. Outside the kitchen. Lots of junk underneath there. They must have had animals or something out here too though, because they got hay. Fresh hay. Interesting. Yeah, this is a very peaceful, cool little spot where you could come out here and deal with your garden, your plants, whatever you're growing. Maybe if there's an animal out here, maybe they had chickens or something. I don't know. Very interesting. Very interesting. And of course, on a day like today, it's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, this might be my favorite place of the house, and it's not even inside the house. Look, they even have a little shelf there for put stuff. You got an air exchange fan there. Yeah, this was a well thought out place when they first built it, that somebody obviously cared for deeply. All right, so we'll close that behind me. All right, so we'll go further into this basement here. Okay, so this takes us back out to this family room type area here. So now we'll go over this way. What do we got here? It's kind of a maze. Oh, this is like a bedroom. Oh, look at the color of the carpeting. And even the curtains. So the valance is in this room too. Every room has a valance to hide the curtain rod. This is the first one we've seen it done the way it was intended to be. See, it's a fancy way of hanging curtains and hiding the mechanics behind them. But what's cool down here, they seem to have like a curtain that pulls around the bed. I'll shut this door and I'll show you guys what I mean. I like how they have a blue accent wall. But yeah, you see this? Kind of pulls around the bed for some privacy from the light and I guess whoever might intrude the room on you. That's rather interesting. Over here, they probably just have a closet. Oh, it's not a closet. It's like a live-in kitchenette. Have a little kitchen sink there. Some very industrial storage. Even have like a Kimberly-Clark paper towel dispenser. I guess they could have cooked and stuff down here. Maybe this was like a little apartment type of bedroom. But that's pretty weird, I gotta say. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so let's get out of this room. Go a little further. That's interesting. That venting there almost seems like it was an afterthought. Maybe some of this was an add-on to the house. Look at this bathroom. So the guys were telling me this is like purple. I thought it was blue. I am colorblind. I don't have my glasses on. But again, this is original to when they built the house. You get that very 60s looking tile on the floor, plus the very 60s tile on the wall with the typical towel rack. Oh, wow, look, and here they got a shower too. It's a very tight shower. I don't think I would want to drop the soap in this one. I might not be able to pick it up. But yeah, I'll turn around and kind of show you guys the bathroom from this perspective here. So they have the Dixie cup holder. You have your toothbrush and soap holders there on the wall. Cabinets original. They got the toilet plunger down there. So we got to see with the brown bomber here. Nope, nothing in there. Of course, that's cool. So this medicine cabinet actually has the razor holder. So you can put your double-edged razors in there and stand them up. I've never seen that before, but I know exactly what that's meant to be. Very neat. So this room is another really cool bathroom, I think. And I really like how it's stuck in time. Ooh, look at the nicotine all over the door. Ooh, it's very orange. Okay, I'll back out of here and I'll give you guys one more look without me being in here. It's a very tight room. Again, what a beautiful stuck-in-time bathroom here. All right, let's continue this way. Yeah, so they covered over something there. Maybe that was a painting they painted over. Weird. You have another coat rack on the wall here. And baseboard heating. What we got in here? We got a really interesting, I was going to say it's pine, but I actually think this is probably just paneling. I don't even know if it's legit. No, it's fake. But this is interesting. It's a little room on the exterior of the house. I think we did walk by this, sorry, as I'm looking out the window. It's a very interesting little windowed space here with these panel walls. I like the lights there. But yeah, this is just another entrance to the house here. You got one of those 70s. This looks like an add-on to the house, probably in the 70s, just from the door alone. It's like a mid to late 70s door with the hardware. But yeah, this is something like a mud room they added on. Just another entrance to the house. Kind of clean up before you actually walk into the place. And for some reason they enclosed the hydrometer, which is a little strange. I believe that has to be accessible from outside workers. The lights, though, they're a little bit of a weird add-on too. But yeah, let's look into the backyard there. I like that section of fence they have. All right, so this is what the house would look like if you entered from this side. Pretty interesting if you ask me. Of course, that's the bathroom there. That's the bedroom. You've got this space here. So what we're really left with now is the bottom part of the basement here, where you can latch out anybody from coming down to see you. And again, the doors are very nicotine covered. Look how white the edge is, and look at the orange color that the rest of the door has. All right, let's go down to the basement. That's that little half door to come down from here. Got another interesting wall sconce there. It's broken, so somebody hit their head on it. And of course, it got a lot of nasty cobwebs. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like they had some mold and water problems down here. Right away, you can see, I mean, they got the same kind of wood panel theme as that back room here. This is probably all 70s work, probably the last renovation they did. But look how gross and moldy it's become. It looks like they've had water problems. Oh yeah, even in here. So this is the laundry room, I guess. Oh, look at this, it's a big room. So it's like a laundry room entertainment space. That's the alarm panel. Got lots of that 70s wood paneling down here too. I like how they have the bookshelves built into the wall there. There's another one there. This paneled wall is also mirrored. I guess to give the illusion of size, it does make the room look infinitely larger. As I turn around, you can see all the disgusting mold that's taking over. And there's the laundry space over there. We'll check that out in a second. Even the ceiling, it's stucco, but it's getting moldy and gross. And I mean, you guys can see why. You got water sitting right there. It's a pretty large window for a basement, though. But yeah, look at this. This area has definitely seen better days. It's collapsing. Definitely been wet many times. You've got like 70s, maybe early 80s washer and dryer sitting here still. That furnace was last serviced in 2012. What we got here? Oh yeah, they got like furnace bowels back here. We'll just kind of go a little bit. I don't want to go under here. But you can see like you got all the furnace and venting and all that. But it's kind of a crawl space, so I don't want to go through there. It's kind of nasty. All right, let's go back out to the main hallway of the basement here. Work our way a little further. Again, you get another interesting wall light there. What do we got here? Oh, we got a bedroom. Ooh. Yeah, they definitely have had water problems down here for quite some time. Look at that buildup of mold that's just taken over the paneling. Another one of those wall lights. Look at the shape of the baseboards. Wow, they're like Play-Doh the way they're just kind of bending and falling apart. I mean, look at that door. Wow, it's like actually sticking out like fuzz. Gross. So, well, here's a continuation of the crawl space area there, so you can see the venting from the other side. They have a couple tree trunks holding up the floor. Yeah, there's not a whole bunch to see under there, so we're not going under there. What's crazy is even the curtains that are hanging down here seem to be original to the 60s. It's like most of the decor in this place never changed. Ooh, look how gross the ceiling's getting. Ooh. Yeah, I know some people are going to be freaking out about this in the comments. I apologize. I don't think this is bad enough to wear a mask yet. I won't be down here long enough for it to be a problem. But I know some of you are screaming at your TVs right now. Sorry, guys. It is kind of gross. I will not lie. This is grossing me out. I mean, look at that. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, let's work our way further in. As I get out here, I'll show you guys, this is another one of those doors. It looks like it's really old. I'm pretty sure these doors look older than 1964. I could be wrong. If I am, please let me know in the comments. So down here we got another bedroom type space, I think. Look at that closet. Look at the mold. Oh my God, look at that. It's like sticking out of the carpet. Oh. This is really bad. Oh. It's really bad down here. This room's a little bit worse, I'm not gonna lie. I like the mural here. I like how they're supposed to look like they're somewhere like in a safari. Very bright and happy mural. I guess if this is where you woke up today, that would be a better start to the day than looking at that. Again, we got another built-in bookshelf, which I like. This house has a lot of built-ins and a lot of wood paneling, unfortunately. What we got back here? So back here we got like a storage area, it looks like. Maybe a cold room. You can see again, there's a lot of mold colors down here. Look at that cobweb in the window. Wow. It's quite something to see. Of course, we turn around this way here. You got a light there, and you got a water pipe running there. If I go this way, this is actually a true cold storage. They actually used it that way. You got shelving in here. All primitive leftover shelving. Look at the mold. Oh my God. They have an air exchange in here. Obviously, that hasn't been running for quite some time. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it, I think, guys. It's quite an interesting house. A little bit creepy and gross, I think. But definitely an interesting walk through time that I enjoyed bringing you guys on. Hope you guys enjoyed coming on this one with me. It's fun as always. So if you did, please make sure you hit that like button. Leave a comment about anything I saw or said or missed. And of course, share this one out and help the video grow so we can continue to go on cool explores together. All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today's adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed coming on this one with me. This was a really, really cool place, built in 1964. And as you can see as we walk through it, this place is mostly stuck in 1964. If you guys enjoyed this one, please make sure you hit that like button. Comment afterwards. Tell me about anything you saw that I might have missed or maybe I got wrong. And of course, share this one out to help the video grow. Well, that's all the time we have for this Explore today. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button over there. Check out last week's video there. Check out the random video up there. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.